Franklin Clinton. Surprisingly not the bastard son of Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton, but actually one of the three main characters of the hit video game Grand Theft Auto 5. Franklin is to some degree the less experienced third wheel of the trio of main characters in the game. Consequently, not as much focus is put on his lore in the game, and so people can play through it and miss most of it entirely. And so that is what this video seeks to solve with my 10,000 hours of experience playing the single player version of Grand Theft Auto 5. You have given me many questions over the years about Franklin's story revolving around his family, his interactions with the other two main characters, his gang life, and so on, and today I'm going to answer the best ones. What was the beef between Franklin and Stretch about? When Stretch is introduced in the story after he gets out of prison, it's very clear that the beef that he has with Franklin isn't some new development.
Nah, I ain't missed you. Your ass could have stayed gone for good. So I f***ed your girl, mugged your moms, and better yet, I ain't thought about your ass in years.
Why y'all can't get along? Y'all been doing this shit for years, man.
While we can't know for certain what started their beef long ago, we can assume it was something similar to what continued their beef during the game. That being in part that Stretch supports and believes in the hierarchy of gang life, and Franklin clearly does not.
Hey, little homie.
Hey, what's cracking, Stretch?
Where my dudes, motherfucker? It's like membership payment time.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry, man. I'm a little short right now, you know. Well, maybe your ass should get out and work for your snaps like the rest of us.
I put in the grind while you was wearing diapers and getting your ass wiped.
Stretch believes that the longer you've been in the gang, the more respect you are due, and that everyone below you on the totem pole should be giving you a cut of what they're making.
You know, when I went away, you punks was little homies, and I was a big homie. Now I'm out, and you little homies is big homies. But you still gotta respect.
Man, what the f this talking about?
We all big homies, but he bigger, right?
Exactly.
Man, that's some pyramid scheme bullshit.
Pyramids is good, man. Illuminati pharaoh shit.
Lamar says to Franklin in an email, "Let's keep all the issues with Hood off the table for a while. I know you got beef with OGs expecting nothing but handouts and giving nothing back, and I know that's a valid concern, but let's keep things cool." Franklin wants to be a leader, and he wants nothing to do with paying these lazy bums money that they've done nothing to earn. So Franklin cultivates his own gang called the Forum Gangsters, whose members you can see around Chamberlain Hills and parts of Strawberry.
I don't care if you CGF for life, man. You done. Done, you dig?
Actually, we ain't CGL for life, cause all that means is we giving you money for nothing. We got our own shit now, homie. Foreign gangsters.
Oh, no, he don't mean that, Loke. F just talking outside his neck.
As you can see by Lamar's response, Franklin was more keen about going his own way than Lamar was. Stretch says to Lamar on Life Invader, "Don't get it twisted, Chamberlain gang families is in your DNA, you can't change that, so whatever this forum shit is you and Franklin got going, it needs to get gone. Keep your boy in check." Stretch obviously doesn't see Franklin's offshoot gang as legitimate, so he will call Franklin throughout the game asking for his cut of whatever he's doing. For example, when Franklin's stealing cars for Devin Weston.
Hey, what up, Stretch?
Hey, man. Round the way, they saying you got this high-end whip lick on the go. Is that what's up?
Man, don't listen to them snitches, homie. You know what's happening.
Where my cut, motherfucker? You got to bring the OG in, you dig?
Nah, I don't dig, motherfucker. I ain't into that pyramid shit no more.
Man, when you win, little homie. I'm gonna get my end.
Is that right? Well, good luck with that. Man, that gangbanging time warp shit is done.
While Franklin is off doing his thing with Michael and Trevor, it is implied that Stretch is behind the scenes trying to poison Lamar against Franklin. This dynamic, and the closeness of Stretch and Lamar, was originally more explicit. This can be seen in some cut events that can still be found in the game files.
This shit gonna be bomb as a motherfucker. Smoking shit is my specialty. You know, that's how I get out.
Keep on pushing, fool. It's real food right here. Ain't no shit for you here, nigga. See, you ain't got no respect for an OG. That's the problem with your generation. You all punks, nigga. Forum is straight bullshit, man. Families is families. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's easy for the OGs to say, but the young is out here living like we on some pyramid scheme shit. Straight renegade riders. Damn, homie, it's about time. Why don't you go in there and fix something to eat?
It's the man of the house.
We do sometimes get to see the influence that Stretch has on Lamar when Lamar interacts with Franklin.
Man, you gonna lose these cops or what?
What you mean, or what? Or hand you over to them and go my way?
Oh, snitch ass. Stretch was right about your ass.
Like Stretch? Stretch got us in this shit.
You calmed down since that recycling job, dude?
Yeah, I'm calm. Since I'm dealing with professionals instead of you clowns.
You's a professional pain in the ass. At least Stretch out now and I ain't gotta run with you suckers no more.
Well, shit, good luck. You fools need it.
Hey, homie.
What's up?
I meant to ask, where you go all them weeks? Me and Stretch thought you got hit up.
Just laying low, homie. Waiting for some shit to cool off.
Is that right? Well, maybe next time you should think to call your homies, fool, unless you don't care about them no more. Oh, it's you. Mr. Disloyalty got time to call, huh?
You sounding more and more like a snee-eye itch every day.
Hell
Nah,
yeah.
nigga, I sound like somebody trying to make some paper and not get killed.
He's a hook-ass, I told you.
Nigga, go toss a salad, stretch mark-ass.
So if I was going to stop here, I would simply say that their beef revolved around a disagreement related to gang hierarchy, structure, and the payments related to that. But obviously there's more to it than that. It is important to remember that at the beginning of the game, the CGF and the Ballers, despite being rivals, were not directly hostile to each other. They had no beef.
Oh shit! What the man, I ain't got no beef with the CGF!
Cause maybe we doing our own thing.
What the
Hey, you seen any ballers acting shady, homie?
Man, they ballers. They always acting shady.
I mean, coming for your ass shady.
Man, ain't no OCB beef no more.
OCB stands for Original Covenant Ballers.
Until you snatched D, there wasn't.
Hey, I ain't snatched D. Y'all and Chop snatched D. I just drove y'all ass.
Man, the mark saw your face. He ain't see mine.
No current hostilities. So when Lamar says to Stretch, hey yo man, the Ballers have reached out to me to set up a deal, do you want in?
Business, nigga.
Stretch of course is like, well that sounds great, we have no beef with the Ballers and I actually met some of them in prison, they seem like good guys.
D, my nigga, just got out crossing lines, did some time with some of your folks.
Hey, look, this ain't about you, man.
What?
Lamar obviously should have known enough not to go to this deal, but Stretch couldn't have known. Stretch was entirely ignorant that Lamar had previously tried to kidnap D, and even worse, that he was identified while doing so.
Shit, hey, Lamar Davis, is that you?
He therefore had no clue that the entire thing was a setup to get revenge specifically on Lamar.
I'll be seeing y'all soon. Hey, look, this ain't about you, man.
What?
You know these niggas done
Yo, what the f this trick talking about, man?
So Stretch, being ignorant that what's happening is largely Lamar and Franklin's fault, of course gets very angry. Thinking that he and his gang are being betrayed, he kills D and cusses out the Ballers.
You,
Hey, we been set up.
This shit
You ain't motherfucker. Shit. Oh, bitch-ass ballers.
There is of course then the shootout, leaving many Ballers dead. So Stretch afterwards understandably says, hey yo, I'm gonna try and reach out to these guys and see if we can fix this shit. He obviously doesn't want to see open war between the gang that he's been in for seemingly most of his life, that being CGF, and the Ballers, many of whom he's just gotten to know in prison. And he especially didn't want that to happen because two young disrespectful idiots went off and did their own thing. There was no beef between the CGF and the Ballers, and these two idiots are breaking the order of things. If this isn't quashed immediately, a lot of people will die.
Hey, what the hell you walked me into back there?
Shit, man, you the one popped his ass.
I did the necessary.
Yeah, thank you for that, dawg.
This all on you, LD, lanky dumbass.
Me? Hey, I ain't know the fools was gonna roll on us.
If you started something with the Ballers, shit, I don't care if you CGF for life, man. You done. Done, you dig? I'ma reach cross lines, all right? Conversate with the purple homies.
Yeah, that's a good idea, man. Smart shit.
But if I gotta hang you assholes out for this, the gang comes first.
Oh, it ain't gonna come to that, homie. You all diplomatic and shit.
Despite Lamar's confidence, it does seem as though Stretch largely offered up Lamar as a sacrifice to prevent open war. I mean, after all, Lamar was the cause for the beef in the first place, so if anyone's going to be sacrificed to maintain peace, it's going to be him. In Stretch's mind, it's like, what, two groups that I like are going to go and kill each other because of this lanky dumbass?
Stretch set you up. Your big homie a snake.
He didn't know they was playing us for marks.
Man, you deluded. Hey, Lamar, it's me. We getting out of here, dog.
Oh, fancy seeing you here, mother.
Man, Stretch put us on this shit, man.
You sure Stretch knew they was gonna book me?
Yeah, Stretch knew. Everybody knew Stretch knew. Tanisha knew Stretch knew, and she don't even come around the fucking hood no more.
Damn, that Stretch janky like that?
Man, you don't see this? Man, Stretch been screwing us from the start.
Like from back in the day?
From like the other day, dog. Since after we went to the recycling place and D and them Ballers try to take us down.
But Stretch put in the work on D.
Yeah, man, that's survival.
In any other circumstance, an OG of a gang would not randomly provoke a rival gang.
Remember how angry his ass got? Especially with you bringing him into this shit?
Alright, but tell me this though. If Stretch was with your boy LD, why he set us up with the deal for the brick in the first place?
Man, you remember Grove Street? That brick was drywall. Ripping us off was probably Stretch's ideal anyway. Hey man, tell me why you buying from the fucking Ballers.
Stretch made peace with him. This shit was like cementing a friendship.
Some kind of peace?
It was about peace between the CGF and the Ballers. It's just this friendship was going to be cemented with the death of Lamar.
I'm worried about Lamar. You gotta help him, Franklin. I'm saying he's about to get killed over that deal you and him put on with... Stretcher set him up.
In fact, Stretch sees Lamar's death as so integral to peace between these two gangs that in any ending where you don't kill Stretch, Lamar won't go outside during the day because he fears Stretch killing him.
LD, man, let's hit it, homie.
Hit it? The only hit I'm gonna get is a mafia hit if I go out in broad daylight. That fool Stretch gonna knock my noodles off. Call me at night.
Hey, you wanna get up or something? What's happening?
In the daytime? With Stretch out there? Are you serious? You trying to get me smoked, homie?
Hey, homie, let's go enjoy the day, man.
Enjoy the day? Man, you know I'm strictly a nighttime now. Stretch out there making me all vampiric and shit. Damn.
Despite that some believe otherwise, it doesn't seem as though Stretch ever actually formally joined the Ballers. Even when we find him hanging with the Ballers in Ending C, he is still wearing green shoelaces and a green wristband.
Disrespectful ass motherfucker trying to break the order of things. Please, pair of bitches.
Remember that Stretch was an OG of CGF, the top of top, who had the philosophy that the longer you've been in the gang, the more respect and power you should have. If he left and joined another gang, that would completely go against his philosophy expressed in the entire game. Stretch just seemed committed to bridging the gap between the Ballers and CGF to the bitter end, when of course Michael killed Stretch on behalf of Franklin and Lamar.
Hey, Lamar and Franklin send their best. I got a message from your homies, Lamar and Franklin.
Who's this Peckerwood? Oh man, that's cold, fool. You here for me though, ain't you? You one of them old dudes hangs with Franklin? Oh, okay, I get it. Someone clap this fool.
Hey, man, he clapped Stretch, man. Get him.
I think there is only one line in the entire game that has any suggestion that Stretch actually joined the Ballers, and that comes from Franklin.
Man, Stretch got in with the Ballers when he was inside. Played us as marks, dog, but a bunch of them got booked. So now they gotta come back at us.
But so much of who Stretch is and what he does and says throughout the game doesn't make sense if he joined the Ballers back in prison. I believe Franklin is accusing Stretch of putting his friendships with some Ballers ahead of his gang. Lamar, regardless of whether or not he's a lanky dumbass, is a part of Stretch's gang, and therefore Stretch should have protected him. It is possible that Franklin could see Stretch as a traitor for that reason, but certainly in Stretch's mind, he is just doing what is best for CGF and the Ballers. There is actually one bit of dialogue in the game's files that confirms that even the Ballers didn't think Stretch was a part of their gang. Unfortunately, this bit of dialogue didn't make it into the final release of the game. It is a bit of dialogue for the mission Lamar Down that went through radical changes during developments. However, I do think this bit of dialogue is still relevant. That it was made at all communicates what they were trying to do with the character of Stretch.
So what happened with that Lamar dude? Man, they say the CGF OG Stretch set him up. Damn, that's cold. Yeah, but it was coming, all right? Hey, for sure, but it's still cold as crazy ass Lamar Davies. How many homies we buried because of that? Man, it's that dude Franklin too. Man, I ain't never seen him, but I heard he a gorilla though. Yeah, me neither. Word is he way gangster. Man, ain't gangster enough to help his homie. Yeah, I hear that.
Stretch didn't want to leave CGF. Why would he? He spent decades grinding his way to the top, and he's got all these underlings paying him money, even if Franklin won't. What he wanted was for the CGF and Ballers to be far closer, to be integrated together, and Lamar completely got in the way of that. Stretch became acquainted with the Ballers when the CGF and the Ballers had no beef. If it wasn't for Lamar, Stretch could have easily used his position to bring the two gangs closer together for everyone's benefit. So what was their beef about? On one level, very different personalities, very different ways of seeing the world, very different philosophies in regards to gangs. On the second level, it is as Stretch said, if they started shit with the Ballers, doesn't matter if they were CGF for life, they are done. Stretch believed that he needed Lamar dead to maintain order, and he was also, at bare minimum, hostile to Franklin's interests. I say bare minimum because I'm not exactly sure what Stretch wanted done with Franklin. Like, it's obvious that Stretch doesn't like Franklin, but Stretch never directly goes against Franklin. But that just could have been due to a lack of access, because Franklin was off doing his own thing. Maybe for Stretch it's like, look, I'm gonna set up Lamar, and Lamar will bring in Franklin and get him killed as well, killing the two people that I want dead. It's hard to say because the emphasis is always placed on Lamar. It's always that Lamar did these things and Lamar got set up, and I guess Franklin was there as well. So it could be that Stretch offered up both Lamar and Franklin as a sacrifice, or he placed all the blame on Lamar, and this just so happened to cause Franklin to continuously get roped into the mess. But regardless of whether or not Stretch specifically wanted Franklin killed, he was still at least hostile to Franklin, and of course Franklin didn't want to see Lamar dead, so it was in Lamar and Franklin's best interest to see Stretch gone. It is just insane to think that nothing would have happened with the Ballers or Stretch if Lamar didn't try to kidnap D at the start of the game. Seemingly everything that happened was just due to beef over that event, something that Lamar and Franklin didn't even succeed in or get anything out of. What happened to Franklin's parents? Franklin's father overall apparently wasn't a very good dude, and one example of that is that he abandoned Franklin's mother when she got pregnant.
What was your dad like?
I heard he was an asshole who hit my mom's and then ran away when she was pregnant. Kim.
I know how you feel, man.
Man, no disrespect, homie, but the worst thing your dad ever did was not buy you a f***ing convertible.
As for Franklin's mother, she was a neglectful parent, likely because of her drug addiction that ultimately led to her death.
Ever since my mom chose to pipe over her baby, man, I've been lacking a feminine role model.
Your mom left?
Wasn't left for long before they found her dead.
The one family member that Franklin speaks the most kindly of is his grandmother.
My parents were f***ing idiots, threw everything away. But my grandma was real cool, dog.
She is the one in her will that left her house to Franklin and his aunts.
Franklin, what are you doing here?
I live here. This half my house, too.
So you stay?
What happened between Franklin and Tanisha? Franklin, Tanisha, and Lamar had known each other for a very long time and even went to the same high school.
You still after the same bitch from high school, only she ain't interested in some of your, life choices.
You the life choices she don't like.
Nah, we cool, man. She kicking with me more than you do.
Franklin and Tanisha ended up dating, but she never really approved of Franklin's gangster lifestyle that he refused to grow from. This especially after her brother died in a gang-related incident.
I need someone real in my life. We wasted years on this bullshit and you still the same. I want a family. I need some security in my life. Goodbye, Franklin.
So Tanisha and Franklin broke up. But because of their long history and many mutual friends, it wasn't really a clean break. And neither of them wanted to move on entirely, as Tanisha still wanted to be friends with Franklin, and Franklin still hoped that they could rekindle their relationship.
Better yet, maybe Tanisha will call your dog ass if she ever stop with that brain surgeon and lawyer she with.
Tanisha, of course, looking for that security and wanting to be far away from the gangster lifestyle, moves on romantically and finds Jaden the brain surgeon. And things are pretty serious as she does move in with him. But despite Tanisha moving on romantically, Franklin has a harder time moving on from Tanisha, perhaps in part because Tanisha wants to remain friends with Franklin and Lamar. Her still being in his life to any degree would give him that connection to make him think that he can still get her back.
I'm done, nigga. I moved on many a times.
Oh, whatever, that's cool.
When Tanisha at the beginning of the game texts Franklin saying that she's moving on and they're never gonna get back together, Franklin responds, "Tanisha, don't say that. You do your thing right now, but wait for me. We meant for each other. You know that. Love, Franklin." And she responds, "No, you're wrong. You made these choices to have this gangster lifestyle and that cost us our relationship. I still think of you as a friend and I hope you make it, but I want a real life for myself."
That girl still think I'm into her.
I wonder how she got that idea. Hey, stay strong. I'm here for you if you need to talk.
Man, f you.
When Franklin is involved in the jewel store job, getting a big payday, his first big heist, who does he tell first?
I don't care if you got money now. Don't you get it? That ain't what I was looking for. Not then, not now, not ever.
I know it ain't important. Just let me take you somewhere nice, all right?
Where are you? Are you in a strip club? Grow up, stop looking for the easy way.
Tanisha, I gotta go, all right? I'ma change, I promise. You won't even recognize me.
Throughout the game, Lamar accuses Franklin of being motivated to improve his life due to his belief that doing so will help him get Tanisha back.
Oh, so you think Tanisha gonna like you better or something?
What you talking about now?
I'm talking about when you a rich gangster, opposed to a young peon like you is now.
Dog, look, I don't give a f. That shit all done now, homie.
Keep it 100. Let's get real, homie. We both know.
We both know what?
The only reason you trying so hard is because of Tanisha.
What, nigga? Man, give me a motherfucking break.
Only one thing matters in this motherfucking life, and that's loyalty. And I don't mean loyalty like you and Tanisha, though, with the way you follow her ass around like a puppy all them motherfucking years, and she can't even accept your ass for who you are, and then she leave you.
What the f you just say?
Well, let's get one thing straight. Tanisha ain't interested in your dog ass, and she don't give a fuck.
Nigga, you always speaking on Tanisha like a bitch. We was together, now we not. That's that.
Oh, how mature of you.
Is she a cool girl, though? But it wasn't meant to be, dawg.
Oh, and now you're throwing your life away trying to get yourself all acceptable for when all the goddamn time you a jungle tiger, trying to turn yourself into a bitch-ass house cat. Yeah, that bitch want a in the soup. She don't want no motherfucking killer on the prowl.
You got away with words, homie. That bitch can do what the f she wants. It's over.
Yeah, whatever, if you say so.
At the end of the game, it appears as though whatever love they have for each other doesn't really matter in a romantic sense because Tanisha marries Jaden the brain surgeon.
Oh, hey.
Hey.
What you doing here? I mean, I'm real glad you're here. Come here.
I can't stay.
What's up, babe?
No, it's Lamar. This is the future? A big empty house with nobody who gives a f about you.
Well, shit, it works for me. It can work for you, babe.
I'm getting married, Franklin, to a doctor, not a murderer.
Then what the f you doing here, Tanisha?
I'm worried about Lamar. You gotta help him, Franklin.
Man, that shit is over.
Well, at least do it one more time, Franklin, for me.
For you? For you and your doctor?
I love you and Lamar. We grew up together, but this life ain't for me, and you knew that. You ain't changing.
Babe, look, I'll change.
No, you won't, and that's fair enough, but at least respect what you do, who you are. If you let that idiot die, you a bigger asshole than I thought.
Hey, boo, what's happening?
Hi, Franklin. I'm calling to tell you I'm getting married.
Shit, I knew that.
I mean, like, tomorrow.
Oh, shit, okay.
You know, you will find someone, Franklin. But before that, you gotta grow up. I mean, seriously. You didn't want to hang out with Lamar because he was too crazy. But, well, do you really think you moved on from craziness?
Look, thanks for the lecture, all right? But listen, I'm happy for you, honestly. I am, man. Man, I'll see you around, all right?
Take care of yourself.
Hey, so you heard about Tanisha, huh?
Nah, what about her?
Man, she went and got married to that guy.
I'm happy for her. And you should be grateful that bitch saved your life.
Yeah, but she went after some white-collar motherfucking Mark when she could have had you.
That's a long time ago. And I don't give a f***, just an old friend.
Whatever you say, homie.
So that's where their story in GTA 5 ends. Tanisha lives happily ever after with Jaden the brain surgeon. But 8 years later in GTA Online, we find out that Jaden and Tanisha's relationship clearly didn't work out. They must have at some stage ended up getting divorced, allowing her to get back together with Franklin.
I gotta roll, dawg.
Tanisha?
Yeah, you know, family shit.
Family for life, you already know.
I'm a hustler that made it big. Big house, nice cars, a family, and everything.
Hey, if you see Mr. Clinton, let him know Mrs. Clinton swung by earlier. And she looked, well, you know, maybe he want to pick up some flowers or something.
Man, my kids up in there.
Oh, don't hate me because your kids love me more than they love you.
Let's just hope one time don't pull us over. So you know we stinking like a hot box, dog.
Homie, that's the smell of success. Besides, what they gonna do? As far as Popo concerned, we just enjoy the perfectly legal, fully recreational hot box.
Yeah, but you know Tanisha ain't got the memo yet, homie.
I thought you said she was cool, though.
Yeah, dog, she is cool. With a little smoke after dinner now and then, but not with this shit.
But if she kick your dog ass out and try to lock you up, you know I'm here for you, dog.
Now you could ask, does it really make sense based on what we know from GTA 5 for Tanisha to leave Jaden and end up back with Franklin? If you read the messages that Tanisha puts on social media about her and Jaden's relationship, while she does clearly like him, they are very obviously very different people from very different backgrounds. It's so sweet the way Jaden corrects my pronunciation in front of people. Jaden's been teaching me proper table manners, he's such a gentleman. Going to get my nails done, Jaden told me they look too ghetto. So I guess I put camembert in my mac and cheese now. Jaden told me off for buying Prosecco instead of Cava. These are wines, by the way. So proud of you, my baby. You're the dumbest brain surgeon I know, but I still love you. Looking around this tennis club, I'm willing to bet a lot of money I'm the only girl from Chamberlain Hills here. Makes a change to live on a block where the closest thing to gangbanging is rival book clubs. I can't believe I live in a neighborhood where people correct the spelling on graffiti. That she also at no point tried for a completely clean break from her old life shows that she didn't hate the people from that time. Old worlds and new. Thinking of my peeps on Forum Drive today? Much love. Thinking about my foreign brothers, Lamar and Frank? Stay safe, babies, do the right thing. I never thought I'd say this, but I miss you and the rest of the Chamberlain crew. Don't be a stranger, I still want to be friends, okay? Lastly, even by the end of the game, Franklin and Tanisha clearly still liked each other a lot. In a world where it didn't work out with Jaden and Franklin actually changed to some degree, I could totally understand Tanisha going back to him. Now it's a separate question how much of the Franklin in GTA Online is actually different from the one we see in GTA 5. He is clearly a more respectable person and less of a gangbanger necessarily, but he is still doing illegal shit. Although it's not like we know how much Tanisha understands about Franklin's business anyway. But at the end of the day, I don't think this is an implausible conclusion for the characters we see in GTA 5. How does neither Franklin or Michael remember meeting at the beginning of the game on the mission Franklin and Lamar? Honestly, I don't think the explanation of they just forgot is a particularly bad one. After all, you don't remember every face of every person you see each day.
You forget 1,000 things every day.
Admittedly, I do think it's strange that it's never addressed at all. It does make me wonder if there was an earlier version of the story where this scene was more impactful, but rewrites made it less so. If they wanted to, Rockstar certainly could have put a line referencing this interaction when they met again on the mission Complications. Either Franklin or Michael could have said, "Hey, aren't you the guy from the beach?" If you were particularly motivated to look for some meaning in the interaction, it is somewhat funny that Michael points out a house for Franklin to rob.
It's that house right there, with the yellow stairs.
And Franklin then later ends up robbing Michael's house. But I think that's a pretty weak connection considering that Michael didn't know they were going to rob that house. Why does Franklin not get the choice to kill Michael and Trevor as an ending? It should be obvious that Franklin didn't really want to kill Michael or Trevor, but with the options given to him, it was suggested that if he killed one or the other, all of his problems would be solved.
Some motherfucker wants me to kill Michael. Some other motherfucker wants me to kill Trevor. Steve Haynes, this angry motherfucker from the FIB. Devin Weston, man, you know the
that angry rich from whatever hole he hibernates in.
Exactly.
So if Franklin kills Trevor for Steve, Steve will use his power to protect Franklin and help him with his other problems. But on the other hand, if Franklin kills Michael to help out Devin Weston, Devin will use his power to protect Franklin and help him out with his other problems.
Time's ticking, pal. Beep, 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 and your answer is...
So as killing one or the other would effectively solve all of his problems, why on earth would he kill both? Like, Michael helps to kill Trevor, so he's not going to come after Franklin for killing him. And Trevor at this point still technically hates Michael and hasn't really forgiven him, so he's not going to come after Franklin if Franklin kills Michael.
You deserve each other.
It was obviously already a huge burden to kill either one of his friends. He wouldn't just kill the other one for funsies. And of course they're both trained killers, so it would be increased risk going for another one when you only have to kill one of them. Why does Lamar give Chop to Franklin? Franklin very early on in the game expresses that he likes Chop and that he's somewhat concerned about his safety in Lamar's care.
Hey, I like your dog, homie. Me and Chop got a lot in common. Yo annoying ass. Hey, dog, how Chop doing?
Oh, he's straight, man. Just bit the shit out the mailman last night.
You mean you ain't got that motherfucker killed yet? That's an achievement, dog.
I don't worry about Chop getting booked. Motherfuckers should worry about Chop booking they ass.
Look, dog, maybe Chop shouldn't be getting into them booked or be booked situations, you know what I mean? Maybe Chop should be around this motherfucker fetching a stick or eating on some type of bone. Or better yet, just sitting around his dog out getting his motherfucker belly rubbed.
Oh, Chop is a gangster. That's the way shit work out around here, but you might not understand.
I understand, dog. But pets shouldn't be getting in them type of situations, homie.
So on the mission Chop, Franklin and Lamar kidnap D of the Ballers and fail to ransom him.
Lamar motherfucking Davis. This just the kind of lame ass shit Mark like you try to pull.
Man, you. And who the is this Lamar nigga?
While doing this, D specifically identifies Lamar as being involved. Seemingly because of this, Lamar decides to go into hiding for a bit, worried that the Ballers might want to get revenge. I guess he decides that he can't take Chop with him, so he asks Franklin to temporarily look after Chop.
What's up, homie?
Hey, look. Chop got to stay around your crib for a while, homie. That's cool?
Yeah, man, it's cool. Shit's the best place for him anyway.
Ha! Like it ain't nobody out there gunning for your black ass. Bullshit. Just take care of it, man, all right?
All right, I got you, dog.
So Lamar technically never gave Chop to Franklin. It's more like a really, really long-term loan.
And that over there is my old ass homie Chop. Shit, he don't get around too much no more.
Hey, you know Chop, my dog, right? Everybody think he Franklin's, but he technically on a long-term loan. He know who the alpha male is.
How does Franklin know who Martin Madrazo is?
Mr. Madrazo is a legitimate businessman who was wrongfully accused of running a Mexican-American gang, but the charges were dropped because of the witnesses came up missing.
The simple answer is the news. The trial of a leader of a big Mexican-American gang would obviously be front-page news. This would especially be the case when the witnesses in the trial ended up going missing. I mean, it's more strange that Michael didn't know who he was. After all, Lester did.
I just owe some Mexican hood a couple $1 million because I wrecked his girlfriend's house.
Which Mexican?
Martin Madrazo.
He's not supposed to be very nice.
My best guess as to why Michael didn't know of Martin is that Michael spent all his time smoking, drinking, and watching old movies.
Trust me, we handled it. Whoever the fuck Martin Madrazo is, I've known worse.
At this point in the game, Michael was just wasting away, barely paying attention to reality.
I was just lost in an 80s movie fantasy.
Yeah, I can see you spend a lot of time there.
Yeah, as much as I can.
So what I saw the other day was like when a corpse briefly reanimates itself and terrorizes everyone, right?
Are normal people in the game aware of Franklin having magical driving powers? I don't think anyone in the game directly talks about Michael's and Trevor's abilities, but Lamar certainly does reference Franklin's.
You got sloppy, homie. Where that laser sight shit at? You get all sex-faced when you do that shit, homie? That's hilarious.
Man, you know what I mean when you crawl cross-eyed like you constipated or some shit.
Man, f you, I don't look like that.
Despite these references, I don't think Lamar thinks that Franklin has special abilities. Like, he just sees Franklin looking a particular way when he's concentrating really hard.
Oh, concentrating ass fool. It's like watching Chop trying to read when you do that shit.
Obviously, a lot of the things we do as players are disconnected from the characters themselves and the wider story. Are Franklin and Lamar really friends? They are clearly friends, but they're also very different people, which causes them some difficulties.
I thought we was homies for life. Me too, but I thought we was trying to get out of this bullshit. You live in a fantasy, homie. If your ass can just act civilized, you would get some work. But instead, you want to be this gang-banging, mad-dogging asshole.
Yeah, whatever. You just hit me when you find out what the true concept of friendship is. We came from the sandbox together.
Lamar was always about living in the now, getting that quick money, being a part of a gang, living that gangster lifestyle.
So you giving me a lecture about not being a good enough gang-banger?
Gangs is positive. That's all we got, man. That's our heritage.
Dog, I told you, no more gang-banging retro vengeance bullshit. I'm trying to make some paper.
Franklin, on the other hand, was always more serious, thinking about the future, wanting to get out of this petty crime shit, become a leader, build something.
It was at school, motherfucker. Davis High. Me and Frank was always tight. Didn't want to be a soldier, wanted to be the general. Didn't want to be a slanger, wanted to be the CEO. Running franchises and shit. Who franchising in the drug game? Why you ain't been calling me?
My bad, dog, but I've been kinda on the down low. Man, it's a lot of heat around and I'm trying to cool off.
Mr. Professional, the career criminal. Where's the fun in that?
The fun is in the paycheck, homie.
It's just that classic dynamic of two different people growing up as friends, butting heads because they see the world very differently. What makes matters worse is that when Franklin finally gets the opportunities to make something of his life through Michael and Trevor, Lamar keeps trying to pull him back.
F, come on, man, let's just bust a move, man. You gonna drive or what, pimp?
I had plans on getting some rest until this clown and my aunt came and f***ed that up.
I just came over here to holler at you about the little thing.
Man, I said I'm tired, dawg. What's up, babe?
No, it's Lamar.
My whole life I've been looking after this paying the price afterwards.
And Lamar ends up feeling abandoned and jealous of Franklin's new success.
Oh, my bad, Mr. Gold Card. Excuse me, sir. Thank you for helping out a post street like me, sir. You can go now, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Man, these streets is hard, dawg. This the hood you talking about. Maybe you forgot, since you've been bettering yourself, sitting in that house on the hill looking down on the animals in South Central and shit.
Man, you know it ain't like that.
Do I, my nigga? Because that's the way it looked to me. I'm making the best out of what I'm giving. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't in some type of mentorship program. The only mentor I got...
And we gonna do something about that, dawg. Trust me.
Man, I ain't got people teaching me that white-collar crime shit. Ain't shit changed for me, and you ain't helping.
You jealous of Michael and Trevor?
What happened to me and you shit up? Forum gangsters.
So Lamar keeps wanting to be involved, while Franklin's like, dude, just do your own shit, you're gonna ruin this for me.
Lamar, what the are you doing here?
By the end of the game, they do somewhat hastily resolve these issues.
Man, I'm just trying to make something out of myself, dawg. That don't change who my homies are, It don't change my family.
Shit, getting me all emotional now. Might have to stop me from sucking your dick.
Please, fuck off.
Franklin includes Lamar in the plan executed on ending C, bring Lamar in so he no longer feels excluded.
Look, man, Michael and Trevor, they should be inside. Can you stay out here and let us know when the bad dudes is coming?
I got it, man. I'll holler at you.
And they both seem to accept that they could be different people doing different things in their lives and still be friends. And we see the culmination of that 8 years later in GTA Online. They are both still clearly friends, but doing different things with their lives.
So what you think about all this? Shit, we looking good, right? Look, this is our business. Shit, I got something here. Dawg, come on.
Nah, put that shit away. I'm part of San Andreas' budding cannabis scene. It's LD's turn to come up.
Why did Franklin not suggest Lamar as a gunman in any of the heists? Franklin, understandably, looked at Lamar as an unreliable, unskilled screw-up.
Another brilliant move, huh? You for real, man?
Yeah, it's easy to talk shit, but somebody gotta pull some moves out here. I figured it out, motherfucker. You bad luck.
I could be the luckiest motherfucker alive, and you'll still shit up.
Be quiet, I gotta make a call.
You calling them on a cell phone, you dumb motherfucker? They gonna trace this shit in a sec. You just gave them our location. Now we gotta let this motherfucker out of here. Give me that damn phone. What the Yo!
Throughout his entire life, Lamar would constantly ruin things for Franklin, so Franklin obviously wouldn't want Lamar anywhere near his new prospects.
That Simeon a funny dude, though. It's gonna be a shame when we get to book his ass and jack him for all this shit.
What the you talking about? You a psychotic motherfucker.
Ooh, shit! Look at this motherfucker. You doing it big, man, on the set.
Lamar, what the you doing here?
Oh, chirped your boy Trevor. It's up when you gotta get your GPS location on your homeboys through a motherfucking speed freak.
The boost, homie. How did it go? Any problems?
You know me, fool.
Yeah, I do know you, fool.
So what you think? Smooth as silk.
I'm thinking where the blood stains and the bullet holes and shit.
And besides, Lamar doesn't have any heist experience.
Damn, another spectacular LD up.
Man, shit ain't up. We got the grip. We still alive.
We had to book half the ballers on Grove Street.
Sound like success to me, mother. Maybe if you hadn't brought that old weird-ass fool along, we'd be okay.
That weird-ass fool the only reason we ain't carrying a brick of drywall, Mark.
Man, I ain't no Mark, homie. I was playing a role.
You the biggest Mark I know.
And so this video ends, but you can still go watch the lore video I have on Michael or the lore video that I have on Trevor. And in the future, I hope to do one more lore video where I cover all the miscellaneous characters throughout GTA 5. I think making this video reinforced to me why Franklin suffered as a character in GTA 5. If you didn't keep up with all the optional side stuff throughout the game, you would have missed like half of Franklin's lore. Stretch, you would just be a bad guy who hates Franklin and Lamar for some reason. Tanisha would just be a chick who appears like in one cutscene at the very end of the game. If you just watch the cutscenes, you would likely still understand who Franklin and Lamar are as people, but you wouldn't really understand why all the things happened in their parts of the story. It's honestly a shame, and I do wonder if at any point in the development of the game, it had a chance to be different. Thank you for watching, and I wish you all the best.